What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tasty Tuesday and Tasty Gaming, the show where we talk about gaming news. My name's Seth.
I'm Josh.
I'm Chevy.
And we have about 4 or 5 topics on this episode. So let's get into that. What's the first topic?
So Sega is making an official Master Drive emulator on Steam, or Sega Genesis for us here in the States. It's going to come with a list of games that are, I think most of them are already on Steam, but it's going to be one place to get them all. Mm-hmm. Another thing about this is that it's going to add saving at any time, being able to also have Steam Workshop support, so people can be able to mod the games.
So it sounds like essentially they're making their own emulator and hoping that you buy it.
A legal one, yeah.
A legal one. But at least has the benefit of having the workshop. And Steam already is a community of people who are already consumers. So I guess it's smart to throw it on there because people are already going to buy it. I think this is a good idea. I think it's cool. I like the workshop idea because modding those games is kind of cool. And just having one solid collection that you can take with you no matter where you are via Steam, download it. Without going to some site to find an emulator or whatever is cool. And I'm a fan of Sega, so I mean,
yeah, I'm with you. I think it's a good idea. The most intriguing part is the workshop support, though.
Yeah.
Being able to mod the games, I think the community will get a kick out of that. So
definitely, I'm curious about it myself to see what they do.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is I think that the Steam Workshop is probably the best part. I think that modding old games like that is something that's kind of unheard of. Because, I mean, there's not really like a platform for it.
you see the hacker community do it with the illegal copies.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Or those weird, janky, I've never played an emulator in my life, but those weird, Mario games that never existed, and now they do, and they're all fucking weird looking. And
Yeah.
As a direct result of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just seems like it'll be neat.
Yeah.
It'll kind of spice up those old games. 'Cause, if you want to, for Echo the Dolphin, you can be a fucking killer whale or something like that.
Well, I think the emulator itself is free, so you just have to buy the games.
Hopefully I wonder if they're going to come in like packs or something like that, probably.
That'd be cool. And I also like it because the whole, get 20 Sega games fucking $19.99 on one disc. Those things always feel so limited to me. So the idea that you can keep expanding this and you still have a collection, it kind of ends that forever.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy, the Xbox 360 collection for Sega games, and then the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 version that has maybe one different game on it. You don't have a full collection of actual Sega games, so it'd be cool to have more.
Depending on how this does, you think other companies might follow suit?
Maybe.
I'd be hard pressed to see Nintendo even.
Nintendo not going to do it.
Remotely be interested.
I think they would put a collection on mobile first before anything.
Yeah.
Just because it's the only thing they're even humoring. But Neo Geo maybe, I don't know.
Well, maybe.
Some other company like that might do it.
I'd like
Nintendo's
to see
not
some
going to touch
Sega
it.
CD games.
That'd be cool.
Bouncers, baby. So, Gearbox has come out and said that there'll be Borderlands 3 Easter eggs in Battleborn, but the kicker is only in the DLC. Obviously, the community's pissed about it because they don't want to have to pay to see Easter eggs on Gearbox's flagship IP. So, considering that Battleborn's pretty much the only other game they've made other than Borderlands, they've had a smattering, but yeah, but people are pissed, and I think it's righteous. Not like righteous as in they're doing that, but it's like righteous anger.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I thought you were saying they were going to start their own crusade here soon.
No.
Damn, dude. You're
No.
going to start the revolution.
I was thinking of.
Listen, people watching, this is a righteous act we're doing. We got to take them down.
I was thinking that their anger is justified. There we go.
Follow me and we can destroy Gearbox together.
Make Randy Pitchford spend another $10 million.
Out of his own pocket into my hand.
Yeah.
And I will build a better
I
world.
fully agree with the community. I just feel like this is kind of like the DLC. You get to see shit on Borderlands 3, which is what people are excited about. I think people are excited for Battleborn also, but nowhere near as people are for Borderlands 3.
Well, I think it's interesting because I don't care about Easter eggs. I'm not gonna buy a game because of Easter eggs ever. I can't even fucking fathom that. But not to discredit people who are interested in that. So, do I care about it? Not really. Do I think it's cheap? Yeah, absolutely. Because they are literally trying to shoehorn in you having to buy the DLC.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want that? We could have put it on the game, but now it's on the DLC, so make sure to buy those. It's just, it's kind of slimy. It's kind of cheap. I don't know who's responsible for that idea. But overall, it doesn't affect me. I'm still going to buy Battleborn. We'll see if I buy the DLCs. That has to do with how long I'm playing the game for.
Yeah.
I don't like to buy season passes very often because I don't know if I'm going to keep playing the game. But for people who do care about that, it is cheap. It's cheesy. It's shitty that they did it that way. So I understand why they're upset.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much said what I was thinking. I'm indifferent when it comes to Easter eggs. They're neat. They're fun when you find them.
Yeah.
Never ever a selling point for me.
Yeah, an Easter egg should be a fun thing. Like, oh, fuck, this is cool. And at the point where you gotta buy an Easter egg, like, honestly, that's not a selling point in any fucking way to me.
And then, yeah, just to echo what you said a moment ago, it's just slimy tactics. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real shit. Or shit.
For a third bit of news, Quantum Break, the game that I actually played, check that out in the link above, is Microsoft or Xbox One's fastest selling new IP. Do we know the numbers on how much it sold?
I didn't grab them, no.
Well, it sold really fast, really quickly, and it was more than the last games, which is awesome. I actually, it's good to hear this because I was actually kind of worried about how well Quantum Break was going to do. Mm-hmm. I wanted it to do well because I really like Remedy. I talk about it every time this comes up. So of course I bought it, but it's really cool to see the community supporting a game that deserves it. It's a really good game. I like it a lot. But at the same time, also I'm thinking like, how many fucking
new
IPs does Xbox One have?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how many of these people just bought it because they're like, fuck, there's a game I can get for this?
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I don't want to be the fucking asshole here and be like that Quantum Break is bad because I know it's good.
It's awesome.
But like, how many of these people are like, oh shit, this is like a game that's for Xbox.
You mean to tell me this isn't on
Xbox.
Never made before? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
this isn't on PS4?
Yeah, like they don't have a whole like. I don't think that was a hard hurdle to fucking.
What was
jump.
their competition? Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, and that game is actually free this month on fucking Xbox One.
So go and get that on Games of Gold.
Yeah, and there's your other fucking brand new.
We'll be talking about
IP.
it at the end of the month.
And
Gold Club.
Dead Rising 3, but that was a launch title.
Yeah,
but like, but still,
It's
like,
also a PC game.
I can count on my hand how many fucking like exclusives that fucking Xbox One has.
Yeah.
And that's horse shit. I can't do that for PS4 because I don't have that much fucking fingers and toes. And it's ridiculous to even fucking... I don't know. I just think this isn't a fucking huge bit of news, man. I think it was going to happen regardless. I'm not trying to diminish Quantum Break or anything like
the
that.
huge news for me is the game's a success. That's awesome. Because Alan Wake didn't get that love because it took so long for it to come out. And people like that game, people who did play it. So it's good to see Quantum Break also took a while to come out. Yeah, it definitely does. Mm-hmm. It's a great game. Just no one played it because the hype died. But Quantum Break comes out, and I was worried about the same thing happening. But apparently, Microsoft had confidence in them because they fucking supported the game and got it made. And it came out and it sold well, and that's awesome because the game's really good. It's really fucking good. If you have an Xbox One, you have to go buy it because there's like 3 games, and this is the best one.
I do want to be a little positive about this. If I really would love to see this be, I'm trying to counteract his negativity here a little.
Thanks, fucking.
I'm hoping this is just the beginning of a trend with the system because I would love to see them have more reasons to own that box. So
I want more reasons to own the box. Fucking, it's a cool box. I like looking at it. I like the controller. It feels good except for the analogs. I just don't play it.
Plays Hulu nice. And Netflix. I mean, that's pretty cool.
I use my PS4 for Netflix.
Oh, man.
Plays Hulu. It's got fucking...
Real nice.
It's got Spotify?
The Kinect actually works, I guess. It's just... I'm not trying to be, like, negative fucking Nancy over here because I'm really glad that Remedy made another game that knocked it out of the park. It's good to see it go. I just think that like, fucking, woohoo.
Hopefully this time next year, this won't be a reoccurring joke for us, though.
No, I hope not.
Everybody knows.
I'm kind of bored of the fucking joke.
Yeah, if
It's
you
a joke that it is a joke.
No shit. If you look back on all of our episodes, I talk shit about the Xbox One constantly. I was a fucking Xbox fanboy.
So for our fourth bit of news, it's a PlayStation rumor roundup of sorts. So the PlayStation 4.5 or 4K or Project Neo, a lot of rumors coming out for it. So one of the big ones is obviously the stats have come out for it. It's going to have improved GPU, RAM. Looks like the CPU is faster, and then obviously the 4K video output. As well as this information, there was, I can't remember who said it, but basically they were talking to the president of Sony, and they wanted to know if there was ever going to be a PlayStation 5, and he said essentially no, and they asked if he'd be willing to say that on a stage, basically like E3 or something like that, and he said yeah, he would be willing to say that right now. So
I actually just watched a thing just now that said, or recently, that just said that he was saying it's like a big maybe. It wasn't quite a no, but just the idea of him saying maybe is kind of getting a lot of people talking about if we're actually going to get a PS5. And I know that you were talking recently about rumors and saying that they almost want to just keep maybe upgrading the PS4 as new tech comes out.
yeah.
Which is kind of an interesting prospect because I've been saying it forever, and I'm not the only one. Consoles eventually will die out. Not in a bad way. We're going to still have video games always, but there'll be a central box that will do everything, and you'll just stream the games, or maybe
Modular or something
have a
like that.
phone with the games on it, and it'll fucking stream over to the box or something like that. We'll
Yeah.
see. That's future. Way fucking in the future. But as of now, I am curious about the future of consoles. I want to do a loot chest on it at some point, so I don't want to talk about it too much. But the prospect of it evolving makes sense. I mean, if this 4K thing works out, and it's not too crazy of a price point, I guess.
I know there's some other speculations, because obviously this thing is not officially announced. None of this stuff that we're saying is
Well, the other thing that's actually been announced
locked
was
in.
that developers have to make the games standard, and if they're going to do 4K, they have to make standard version too, right?
Yeah, so the game has to have the base game so that every single PlayStation 4 model is capable of playing the game, and then there has to be a Neo mode or a 4K mode that a person with a newer, updated system can switch to get the improved frame rates and higher resolution and stuff like that.
Well, a big concern of ours originally was them alienating people with making a new console like the Wii U and now the NX feels alienating, whereas this feels like you can buy it if you want that more premium experience, but you're not gonna miss out on the games.
Completely unnecessary to buy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing real quick, sorry, Josh, is
I'm sorry too.
they also, there's a speculation that it might also have built-in support for the VR, which, because, as we know now, it's going to be an external box that comes with the VR, and one of the speculations with the new system is that'll be built into the system itself. So
Well, if the VR does well, which it will, why not have it in the console?
yeah.
With that in mind, I mean, Microsoft tried to do the same thing with the Kinect because they thought that was going to be the future, and as much as that didn't bother me too much, it bothered everybody a lot. So that was just kind of the wrong direction they're going. But VR, I do believe, is the fucking future of games. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about just the overall the upgrades of the console? I think it's crazy that the GPU is almost being doubled.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna buy it like as soon as possible.
I know I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
you have
mean,
a 4K TV, so
Yeah, I just got a 4K television.
60
so
inch.
65.
65 inch.
I think you say that to
Curved.
fuck with me now. It is curved. Yeah, but I'm excited because I would really love to see 4K, especially come from a console. That's intense.
Yeah.
So, because I know my PC's nowhere near running 4K.
yeah, and it's still relatively new in the entire entertainment sphere in general. So,
Do you guys think it's gonna fail? Because the only reason I ask that, because I don't, but the only reason I ask that is a coworker, Eddie, if you're watching, fucking you said this. He's like, oh, it's gonna fail. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, definitely. I'm like, I'm gonna buy it.
the system's gonna fail.
The 4K.
Let me
go.
squash that real quick. It's the same price. They're
Yeah.
not increasing the price of the system. In fact, they can literally discontinue the old model, and everyone buying a PS4 will have to get this 4K version. And it doesn't mean you have to play your games in 4K. And if you don't have a 4K TV, it'll still
That's
down
really-
res to 1080. So no way it's gonna fail.
That'd be smart of them to just discontinue the PS4 as long as there's nothing that changes.
There's supposedly going to be no price.
That's
tag.
exactly what happened with the 360 and the 360 Slim.
What's really interesting about this though is like Slims have happened for a long time, and that's always cool because like as the years go by, it gets cheaper to make the console. You make things smaller because technology enhances. But we're not getting a slimmed version. We're getting a stronger console.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. We're at the point where technology is going increasing so quickly, the price is going down so quickly. They make a stronger console for the same price.
Yeah.
It's like the new evolution of the whole slim system of making slim
Pretty
consoles.
much. Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't think about that.
I mean, the box is supposed to look exactly the same, supposedly. Rumors, obviously. The same 2.5, HDD hard drive size. I mean, everything about it is still supposed to use the 50 gig Blu-ray discs and everything. So I
It's
mean,
just more powerful.
It's just more powerful.
Definitely buying one.
Me too.
Although I was talking to Eddie about it, and I was saying, I'm gonna probably just get rid of my PS4 and get the new one. And then he's like, "Well, I got a PT on mine." I'm like, "Fuck, so do I."
Yeah.
So I guess I'm not getting rid of my PS4.
I'm not. That fucking PS4 is going in once the Neo gets announced.
Going in? Where?
The store, because I ain't gonna keep that shit around. Why do I need it?
One for your bedroom, one for your living room.
Yeah.
I already have my Hulu machine in the bedroom, so it doesn't matter.
Let's know in comments below what you think about the specs of the PS4K Neo PS4.5. Are you excited for it? We've asked this before, but I want to know: are you going to buy it? Do you like the PS4? Do you like the Xbox One? Whatever. Let's talk about it in the comments below.
For our last bit of news, sad day.
Brr, brr, brr.
The Xbox 360 has been discontinued. They're no longer. It's no longer in production, and they'll never make it again. Those servers for online play still are online. So
They actually said, and we talked about it a little bit ago, that they're actually going to keep them going for a while because those rumors are going to be shutting them down soon. And they said they still got like another good 3 years on them.
Oh yeah, which I fully believe.
Well, they said it. I have to believe it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're fucking liars.
But yeah, so Bon Voyage. I mean, that was the best-selling console of last gen. They kind of knocked it
pretty
out
much
of the park.
took over a decade of gaming. So.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about it? Going away, obviously none of us are really playing the Xbox 360 anymore, but I think that we all can kind of appreciate its legacy. Me and you were actually pretty big fans of it. I think you appreciated it.
Yeah, I was obviously more of a PC and PlayStation fan myself.
Yeah.
But I own a 360, so.
But it's just crazy. First off, that it's still in development. I didn't realize they were still making them. Anyway, because didn't they stop the... Oh, that's the PS2. They just recently
I
stopped
was
that.
PS2 just stopped. Because Sony goes on for fucking ever.
Yeah, 10-year cycle, baby.
Yeah, that shit was like 16 years or some
2015.
shit.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
some
they
PS2
just
finally stopped.
Just kicked the last online server off
Yeah.
or something like that.
But it makes sense. Obviously, the sales have gone down enough for them to not really be making enough off it to worry about it
Yeah.
anymore. I don't think the demand for 360s is high. So in any way, it's a graceful send off. Maybe they can allocate all the resources they're putting towards the 360 development and fucking put that in Xbox One and fully support it. But yeah, it's kind of weird to think about that it's gone and done.
Yeah, but they're doing the 360 games on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And this is just more of an incentive for people to go out and get that box, and they can still play those 360 games. You can still use your disc even,
Yep.
which is something that Microsoft has over Sony. 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
You can put your old
Really
disc
cool.
in there, boom, still plays online and everything. So I
And
mean,
they're constantly updating that list of
Yeah.
games. So
It's very
really
cool.
I was actually surprised about that. How
Yeah.
it seems like every other day it's like, oh, Xbox just
Like two
added a
more
whole other
games.
game.
no, super aggressive, and it's great.
That's what they got.
Then, like I was getting ready to say, they kind of have to do something like that because they obviously aren't producing in the current gen market as quickly. So it's good to still be able to expand that catalog. I know a lot of people gave Sony crap even for the PS2 games, mostly in the price regard, but it's just more expansion of the library. That's all it is.
And in that in itself, it made the 360 obsolete, aside from actually owning the hardware.
Yep.
And that's the aspect that's kind of sad to me, but at the same time, it makes sense. And with Xbox One really just spearheading that backwards compatibility and just really working hard on it, we're not missing a whole lot. So, just really interesting, and it's always interesting to see how long a console cycle lasts.
Yeah.
Like the PS2 is insane. How long that lasted.
Sony's always been
how
freakishly
long the 360 lasted is still longer than I thought. I didn't think about it. I thought they were done a while ago.
Yeah.
So, and you'll still be able to buy them in stores for a while.
Them and Nintendo are pretty like new system comes out, they give it a couple years and they cut it off type of thing. Sony seems to be the only one, and I think a lot of that has to do with the international sales.
Well, PS2 were selling really well even like 4 or 5 years ago because in a lot of countries, for some reason, they were really cheap, like DVD players. Stores would buy them up to use them for like displays and shit.
Yeah.
They would just keep running a video over and over again.
Well, they obviously realized they were still making money off a product, so.
Yeah. Any last final words for the death of the Xbox 360?
I stayed up lots of nights playing Call of Duty and all sorts of shit on the 360. And those are some of the best days in my multiplayer career.
I got great fucking memories on the 360.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. I think that's going to do it for this episode of Taste Tuesday on Tastefully Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, Tastefully Gaming. Make sure to check us out on Twitch, Sleep Division. I've been playing Dark Souls 3. Come say hi. Come watch me fucking die and scream my ass off. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Make sure to stick around this week. We're going to have Dark Souls 3 and Loot Chest on Friday. But until then, my name's Seth.
Josh.
Chevy.
And we'll see you on the next episode, guys. Take it easy.